NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. General West. Shoot.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, team 6.
Right here, right here. Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, watch the slant.
Snap.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now is Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down is Allen. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
To the air, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Echo.
52.
Throwing again. Allen. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong. And now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Well, call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's play.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Don't get nervous.
2nd down and goal. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
80 weapons. 5.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let him know, let him know.
Shoot.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52. Ready?
Now.
On second and 11 now. Allen is going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Pick it up. Watch right there, watch right there. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Ready.
On second and 11 now. Allen. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Giants.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than
Have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mike 35. Oh, here we go.
Go. Go.
to try again after the sack. Allen. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Ready.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch the edge.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And they'll go on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Bring it. Bring it. Check 59.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Hey, let's get in that hole.
On second down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in the
to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 42-yard line.
On the ready. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Bandit. Bandit. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Eddie, welcome. Now let's get there. Switch. Be there.
From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down, New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Me and you all day. Yep. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, wahoo! 52, let's go. 52.
Allen now looks to throw. He finds McCoy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set, ready. Chance, not scared.
And watch your leg. Hayward. Block 59.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
McKenzie now to return it. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch block, motion, block.
Now.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. Catch made by Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Big grip.
Now Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You draw Corker.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, box drop.
Mike 52.
Ready.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike 52.
Bravo.
Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Allen going to go on 4th down, looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
I know you feel that.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Take 4, take 4.
Here's Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come.
Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken at the 3.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen going to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Look at me, zipper.
Here we go. Mike 52. And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get
To throw is Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Hey, echo.
And the blitz does come. Got a man, Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, we got tight left. Four down.
Throwing now is Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Haskins to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of